judgment of the fool. Footsteps on the path, someone's following you. You won't get out alive, and I won't get out unchained. Let us pray. Am I being punished, or am I being blessed? The Six of Swords, the Empress. If the vow has been renewed, death will find you. The orchard of the hanged man, province of the fool, pauper and the raven, hunter and the jewel. And I may be undone, but you will be removed. Am I being punished, or am I being blessed? The Six of Swords, the Empress. If the vow has been renewed, death will find you. Butcher and the statesman, priest prepares the tomb. Temperance is a weakness when shadows are in bloom. And you will not remember, but I will know the truth. Am I being punished, or am I being blessed? The Six of Swords, the Empress. If the vow has been renewed, death will find you. Soil or anchors bay, roots the forest veins. Ruthless retribution, live to die another day. Let us pray. I came back for one last call.
Whoa. Hello, how's it going? Happy Saturday evening. Hope everyone's doing well today. We're doing some more bomb lance, bolt thrower, harpoon, heavy crossbow shenanigans. I don't know. I'm gonna be honest, kind of don't love the harpoon. It's fun when it works, but every time I use the harpoon, I just wish them like I shoot it and I miss like when my crosshair is like perfectly on someone, and I just think like, wow, God, I wish I had a crossbow right now. But I want to make a video with it. So, this is the loadout for today. Bomb lance with harpoon ammo and bolt thrower, so that way it's a little bit more forgiving at least. And then we have our upper cute because I need a nice reliable secondary because God knows this shit is not reliable. I'm really just bad with it. Like, it is satisfying when you land shots with it because it's such a slow travel time, especially if it's at like kind of more of a distance. It's fun, it's nice, and if you get a hit marker, more often than not, they are just dead, unless you're hitting someone like in the legs, like at a pretty far distance. However, I feel like sometimes it's a little bit up to luck, because these things are not 100% accurate, they are super slow, and they have quite a bit of drop to them. I just don't love them. Anyways, we're gonna give it a go, and let's get right into this. Steel ball's the way to go. It really is. Like, I know some people like hate steel ball because it's kind of the same vein as like penny shot, where it's less projectiles but more damage per projectile, so sometimes you just miss and it's not even your fault, it's just that you got unlucky with the spread. I understand that. I get it. I'm not usually someone who has an issue with that though. The bomb lance with steel ball usually seems to like me. And I don't know. I've just never had much of an issue with it. Technically, only silent shotgun if you stretch the term shotgun. It is functionally a shotgun, like with steel ball. Let's be honest. Like, the projectile that it shoots behaves the exact same way as something that a shotgun in this game would fire. So it is technically a shotgun. I always sort of put it as like it's like in the same vein as like the Romero Talon. It's just that it's more like Talon than Romero, you know? Less range, slower fire rate, but you have a much better melee attachment. All right, let's do this. Should have some water. My throat is sore. Well, not sore. I can feel it. I can feel my voice like kind of going a little bit. I had work today and had to do a lot of talking, so I kind of just like talked for a good like 4 hours straight when it was busy. So I should have plenty of water to try and make sure I can actually speak this stream. That would suck. Mute stream, but not by choice. Okay. Yeah, at least since I've been running this loadout, like, I really do think I've gotten, like, probably twice as many kills with just the upper cute than the packs. I am just really not good with harpoon ammo. Which, to be fair, it's a very hard ammo type to use effectively. And it's just because, like, again, it's not 100% accurate, and the muzzle velocity is just so slow on it. Does it need to be buffed? That's red. Oh boy. I got shot at, I think, as soon as I popped that open. I'm gonna guess there's a spawn over here. Never mind, I think they're a little further back. Somewhere like out that direction. It didn't take a bar off of me though, thankfully, so that's good. Seems like they're pretty far out though. Oh, can I see one? Like further back behind there. Here's a Maynard. Aim punched me. Alright, well, this is awkward now. You got too close. He's solo? I feel like he kind of has to be. Like I would have gotten shot at if she wasn't. Nope. That answers that question. Round of applause that I played that so sloppy. I only won that because she got close. But thank you. Alright. Oh my god. This works? Okay, let's go then. Do I just take this extraction? I don't want to run all... You know what? Fuck it. Whatever. Whatever. Think we can get... Honestly, with harpoon ammo, yeah, I kind of agree. Again, at least I have the bomb lance. At least I can go for those, like, Hail Mary charges. Or again, if someone gets too close, I don't have to worry about using the fucking harpoon. I really just, like, I don't know. The harpoon ammo can be fun. I don't want to hate on it because I think it is a very, like, interesting attachment. I think it's a good addition to the bomb lance. I just think, like, it could do with a tiny bit more velocity. 80 is just so incredibly slow. It's just so slow. Like, just give it at least 100. It's because it's like the same thing with like Dragon's Breath. Dragon's Breath is another ammo type that is incredibly slow, sitting at about 100 meters per second. To the point where sometimes you shoot at someone from like here to say like that tree, and they will just sidestep your ammo. They'll just sidestep your shot. And that sucks. That sucks when that happens, because it feels like you're just firing blanks. The issue, though, with the bomb lance and harpoon ammo compared to that, though, is this is like a precision ammo type. You have to be, like, relatively precise with where you're hitting people. Right? Are we gonna have time to catch them? Like they might be staying? I'm not sure. I'll grab a little bit extra ammo here, though, from the supply. Yeah, you have to be, like, somewhat precise with your... It's not like you're shooting, you know, a large amount of pellets. I do have 4 points. I could actually go get the other token. An arm shot with harpoon compared to steel ball harpoon will probably not kill. I think it does, though. It does a lot of damage. With something like a crossbow or a bow, yeah, you won't kill with an arm shot. Harpoons, though, will kill with an arm shot, I'm fairly certain. They do a lot of damage. I think it's just the legs that don't kill. It's legs out to like a pretty far distance. Again, I'm like 90% sure, 99% sure they kill with an arm shot. At least at like, you know, close to medium range, but this token. A shot. Okay. Seems like they're fighting, maybe? They're like out in the corner of Gasworks. Hydrate, good idea. I don't want to go to Montero's, that way I can fall back if I need to. These trees will work, I don't know. Hey Barry, how's it going? Ooh, Barry, thank you for the 2 months. I appreciate it. Thank you, thank you. Never seen you use wax fangs before? That's because I just don't really like the exploding ammo types. Oh, they're like right over here? Alright. Try and get to this building here then. Oh, great. I think they're pushing me, though. Oh, they're just sitting, like, kind of far back. I'd appreciate it if you grunts would stay away from me. Someone behind the wall there? There's 3 now? Rotate around this way then. Springfield, I hope that doesn't have bleed in it, 'cause that could be disastrous. It looks like there's more now. There's someone like up top there. What is going on here? There's 2 up there now. Well, time to get shotgunned. How many people are here? I'm talking about, you just can't aim this shit. You just can't aim this shit. Ever. This is why you bring the bomb lance. It's the fucking... the rest of this shit is just so bad. I hate the harpoons. God, I'm gonna say it. I'm so bad with the harpoons. Is it a skill issue? Yeah, probably, but... I just am not good with harpoons. Is that not someone there? It's not. All right. These people again. So who did I... Oh, I didn't even kill Bounty. I just killed some random team. They're pushing this. I was off there, to be fair, but like... Ugh. I headshot too. I would be surprised if they let me pick up, but I don't know. Kind of being one select gives more loadout flexibility. I mean, like, the katana's good, don't get me wrong. I think the bomb lance is still like a better melee weapon. Are they really letting me stand back up? They threw that. My god. Wow, okay. Hey, they threw that shit. Huh. Alright, sure. Anyways, I guess let's get out of here. You know what else is better than harpoons? Slugs. Slugs are better than harpoons. That makes the biggest throw in Hunt history asked to leave trio. It was a duo, actually. Thank you very much. Slugs and shells are even since the slug nerf in the buckshot buff. Yeah, I think they are like about even. Buckshot is definitely a lot more consistent now. I think it's up to you if you want like how much consistency you want. hello, little scare straight. I dip down and grab. Fine without it. Yeah, I don't think slugs are bad by any means. It's definitely a different playstyle, and I think I like it because it's a different playstyle. Yeah, buckshot is just like pretty good now. It's been pretty good since 2.0. Since they tightened up the spread on shotguns a tiny bit. I mean, buckshot's always been good, don't get me wrong. Like, I think the people complaining about, oh, like, buckshot's so inconsistent, like, so why did that blow up instantly? What? There was no fire. Why did that blow up instantly? You think there was fire because there was an oil puddle? Weird. Anyways. Like, I think if you still really do want, like, the most consistency you can get, then, yes, go with slugs. Slugs are just harder to use in close range, just because, you know, if you hit someone in, like, the lower body or, like, the arms, it doesn't kill. Whereas buckshot, you have that, like, pretty generous one-hit kill range, at least for inside of compounds. Lantern above blew up? Why would it have blown up, though? I didn't hit a lantern, I stuck it right on his butt. Oh. Oh, not a bad first match. I agree. 0 harpoon value. I might as well have just had, like... I might as well have just had a bomb lance, and that's it. With, like, just the lance part. But hey, there we go. This is why, if I'm bringing harpoon ammo, I'm putting it on the lance and not on the bomb launcher. 'Cause you can't do that with the bomb launcher. Warm up for the real matches? Oh, don't get me started. Don't say that. Okay. $80,000 hunt dollars, not bad. Making moves. Grab this again. I don't think I really need Berserker, but I'll keep it because it's kind of funny. Be able to shred bosses with it. Foot. I'll take position, and I'll take pack mule. Right, and we go again. The Nyarpoo, don't call it that. The harpoon. Notices your we're stretching. we're stretching here. Okay, moving on, away from the furry bomb lance. What else can we talk about? Y'all see the new legendary hunter? How about that? That's pretty cool. Got like a indigenous buffalo hunter. Pretty neat. Do we know what he comes with? Because I saw a bow skin. I don't know if there's anything else. Maybe he's on the Steam list yet. Let's see. Oh yeah, here we go. Last of the herd. What do we got with this? Got a bow skin. We get a, is that a Centennial Shorty? Or no, I think that's just a Vandal. Pretty sure. Is that a Centennial Shorty? I'm not sure. Does it say? It is a Centennial Shorty. Cool. And a Dynamite Bundle. Cool. Neat. A nice full loadout there. A nice looking Centennial too. I like the bow as well. Anything that changes the like actual it's not just like a recolor, you know. Pretty neat. I don't know if I'll pick it up because I don't really play the Centennial Shorty or the bow a ton, but still pretty cool. I just wanted to release the Wayfinder again. Hey, I understand that event skins being gone forever kind of sucks, but if Crytek hasn't done it yet, if Crytek has not done it and it's been like how many years since they've like done events, don't think they're going to do it. I'm sorry to say. You smelly. Okay. All right, Muzu. Wayfinder is not a Twitch drop skin. That is incorrect. Wayfinder was a part of the Light the Shadow skin, or Light the Shadow event. It is not a Twitch drop skin. I'm sorry to say, Bishop. That is incorrect. And there's a flex on everyone that you have the Wayfarer skin. Make them feel inadequate. They have not brought back past event skins. The only skins they have brought back have been Twitch drop skins, because it's Twitch drops and they can do reruns for those. They have never brought back an event skin unless it's a seasonal event, like, you know, Christmas or Halloween. Anything else, like any other event that is not a seasonal one or Twitch drops, has never been brought back before. And I don't think Crytek is going to start now. Yeah, they've done reimagining skins of popularly requested things like the Plague Doctors. But yeah, they've never brought back an actual, like, event skin, aside from, again, seasonal ones that are always available during those seasons. Like Halloween. How did I even miss that? How do I... Or Twitch drops. I'm holding out hope for that. I don't think it's happening. I'm sorry. The only event skin is Umpire's Bane with the baseball guy. He was a Twitch drop. He's he'll come back eventually, more than likely. But again, like, do we count Twitch drops as like events? 'Cause I don't really. I see Twitch drops as like their own separate thing. Null Screw's another one I wish I hadn't missed. Yeah, Null Screw's pretty cool. I think it's pretty neat. Yeah, I do kind of wish they would bring back quest lines. I think it's just that the quest lines didn't bring in as many people as they thought it would. But they were still fun. I like quest lines. Maybe like something to work towards. Favorite Venskin's the Beekeeper. She's cool. I like her. I haven't played her in forever, but she's pretty neat. You hate the Bear-tailed event, if you know what I mean. I don't. I'm really sorry, but I don't know what you mean. Was it the crag? Because I know in the second quest line there was like a bunch of crag stuff. Because they added like the Can I grab that harpoon back? Oh, right. Yes, I forgot about that. There was a challenge to deal damage with specifically that skin. Yes, okay, I do remember that. Yeah, that was kind of annoying. There were a few like that. There was one for like the Officer Brawler I remember too. Need more Bombland skins? I agree. Bomblands could do with a new skin. Especially now that they like have buffed it with Bolt Thrower. Seeing it quite a bit more. 1,000 damage as a skin was my first event. Made me hate the Pertier. I mean, like, yeah, the questlines were sometimes a little bit grindy. I will not deny that. At times they could be pretty grindy, especially like if you played the Billy story one. Ooh, that one was real bad. But at least it was grindy. Like, I do wish they had done things more like the Billy story questline, where it was something to like work towards, and it was like a longer term thing that you could work towards, you know? It was kind of a pain in the ass if you tried to grind it out like right away and try to do it as quickly as possible. But they were meant to kind of be like a slow burn thing. I'm kind of sad they've abandoned that a little bit. I think the closest we kind of have to that is like the rookie hunters. But even then, when players talk about Old Hunt makes me low-key glad I started playing after the Post Malone event started. Yeah, like, I don't know what the deal is. There's a lot of like sentiment. Can I just see people? What did I just see? I saw something move, I think. I'm gonna grab this anyways. Let me see if there's anyone around first. No, where is everyone? Anyways, I have seen a lot of people. Wait, that was taken. Where is everyone? What? Anyways, I have seen a lot of people, like bigger content creators especially, like Rockda, Hornet, I think Momboos too, kind of like trying to like nostalgia bait with like Old Hunt, and I don't know, like Old Hunt kind of sucked. We didn't have like a lot of the things that we have nowadays. Also, Berserker stamina shot. Fuck you, assassin. we missed like a lot of the quality life stuff. Yeah, and there was just really weird bugs like left side peeking. There was so many weird things in the game. It was just so strange. Like, I understand New Hunt, like, especially over the last like year, has kind of not lost its way, but it's kind of gone in a new direction. And I do agree that Crytek maybe needs to like figure out sort of what they want to do with the game in terms of like balancing and stuff like that. But like, Old Hunt kind of sucked. There was like, playing as a solo was painful because you didn't have like anything. You still only had 5 seconds of Dark Sight, and you didn't have Solo Necro. Granted, Solo Necro when it was first added was busted. Like, in its current state, I feel like it's quite fine. Okay, damn. Where did everyone just show up from? I'm in trios, right? Why am I getting so many duos in my lobbies lately? You. Oh. Hello. There's someone. How did I not see them on scan? Thank you for the 100 bits, Peppy. I'll do my best. I'm trying. They haven't opened this door yet. Oh, they have. Oop. Oh my goodness. Sign Capway, thank you for the 4 months. Oof. There be a lot of people around here. Oh my god, he had a crossbow. That could have been so bad. I hit him. I don't know if I did. I don't think I did. Oh no, I can't drop down. The fall damage. The fall damage. The fall damage. The fall damage. No. I think I would have died if I dropped down. That's fine, I can pick up from this. Okay, come on. My head. Ah, well. Not much I can do there. Harpoon value. There was nothing I did with harpoons there that I couldn't have done with steel ball. Or just a crossbow. Actually, I guess I couldn't have meleeed that person with a crossbow, but still. I got a couple of harpoon kills, so we'll take that. Server was so dead until the boss banished, though. Yeah, right? I don't know where am I in duos? No, I'm in trios. Was there even a trio in that lobby? There was all trios. Why was I only seeing like 2 people at a time on scan? Where was everyone? What was happening? So weird. Anyways. Yeah, as soon as I banished the boss, everyone showed up, which just kind of happens. I guess I did kind of ring the dinner bell, but... yeah, every team just had like one person who was just off like doing challenges or something. Scouring compounds for like armoreds or meatheads. Oops. I bumped my mic with my water bottle. Whoops. You jinxed yourself by wondering where they were? Kind of. I guess I kind of summoned them, but... Wampter. Mmm, tasty, tasty tap water. Mmm. Okay, I guess I'll take another sip. Thank you, Catboy. Thank you, Stein. Okay, on we go. How do you feel about scopes, Deadeye, and such? I mean, I did at the start of the year, like, what? It was like January, February. I did a prestige or an entire prestige where I only used scope weapons. Deadeye scopes, I'm cool with. Um, Marksman and sniper, I definitely have to be in the right mood to play them. I don't know. It just doesn't mesh with my playstyle very much because you have to play a lot more patiently. I like playing in compounds a lot more. I like moving around and being able to like make pushes on people, which is kind of hard to do with scope weapons sometimes. Scope weapons, you very much have to like let people come to you or let them peek you or just catch them out in the open by surprise. So like I don't dislike them. I just have to be in a very specific mood to play them. And there are certain weapons that I like more than others. Which kind of leads me to something I wanted to ask you guys. My favorite sniper, at least was my favorite sniper in the game, is the Maynard sniper, just the loud one. Um, because it has a really tight hipfire and because of Doom Doom ammo. I tried to use it with fast fingers, and it just didn't. Like, obviously, fast fingers doesn't do a ton for it because it's. Crytek has said it's not going to do a ton for it because it has that really clunky, percussion cap 2-stage reload. But how do we feel about like it losing Doom Doom? Because I feel like that didn't really need to happen. Like, it's strong, don't get me wrong. But like, I don't know. I really don't like the Maynard nearly as much if it doesn't have Doom Doom. Being able to tag someone, say the word bleed, and then hear them bleed out was so much fun. I love that. And it's not like the Maynard is an easy weapon to use. Again, the hipfire is tight, but that's RNG based. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. And to use like the scope at ranges that are to use the scope within 30 meters, which is when you get that intense bleed from Doom Doom, it takes a little bit. It takes a bit of effort. It takes some skill. It's not something that everyone can do. And just by nature of it being a fucking just by nature of it being a sniper scope weapon, I feel like it's gonna turn some people away. I don't know. I hope they add it back because I do really miss it. But it was not a medium bleed. Nuh-uh. Even over this Muzu. I don't know. I just want it back. I miss it. I feel like the Maynards are not nearly as fun to play anymore. Vega's already clunky enough, so Doom Doom remove was a bit harsh. Yeah. Again, at least they didn't like remove it, they just made it scarce ammo. But I don't know, if we're gonna remove it, like an update or two after the entire weapon's been added, like I don't feel like it was causing that many problems, to be honest. I think they did it preemptively because people were already complaining, like, oh my god, it's gonna be like the Centennial with Doom Doom, so oppressive, so annoying, because Fast Finger's gonna make it reload so much faster, and blah 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 blah. When I don't even feel like a difference when I play Maynard with the Fast Fingers. It doesn't feel any different. It's still very slow. I agree, they definitely had much bigger issues to worry about. I want it back. I miss it. People overreact to saying it was too good. The scope balances out fine. Yeah, because like a sniper scope and Doom like do fundamentally like cancel each other out. Because again, sniper implies you want to use it at longer ranges, but Doom is a very close range oriented weapon or ammo type because you have to use it at close range to get the most effectiveness out of it, and it drops your muzzle velocity down, right? I don't know, it just feels unnecessary. I miss it. Oh, it was someone. Jesus Christ. Come here. Okay, they were expecting it. My bad. Fair enough. Goodbye, head. Okay. Well, double headshots wild. To be fair, I did peek the same angle twice. I didn't expect him to... I didn't think he would expect me to pull a play so stupid, but he did. Fair enough. Greetings from Germany. Thank you. Greetings from Canada. Like, listen, a lot of my playstyle is a lot of plays that I do, some of the plays that I do, at least because I play in like a high star MMR, usually like 5 or 6. I sometimes just do plays that are very obviously stupid. Like, yes, of course I'm going to go up in the tower. Of course I'm going to peek this window again because it's a very stupid play. And I feel like a good player, I mean, not like that good, but like the average good player would be like, oh, she's not going to peek it again, right? They're not going to peek it again. Of course, that'd be stupid. And then I catch them off guard because I am peeking that again, or I am going up in that tower, right? Sometimes it works, and it makes the enemy look stupid for falling for it. Sometimes it doesn't work, and then I look stupid because I peeked the same angle twice when I just got headshotted. Yeah, sometimes the people just never expect the dumb play, sometimes. 50% of the time, no one expects the dumb play, and 50% of the time, it works all the time. When I run at you with a saber. Okay, there's something a little bit different about, like, peeking from a very obvious angle, or, doing something stupid versus, like, charging someone from an entire compound's, entire, like, compound's length away with a saber. That one, I would say, gives maybe some people some time to realize what you're doing. That being said, if you do manage to pull off, like, a 30-meter saber rush, yeah, I bet that person probably doesn't feel very good. I don't know. Sometimes the obvious play is the right play. And I've been realizing this a lot with just like shooters in general. It's like I've been getting back into Rainbow Six Siege lately, and because of like MMR decay, I'm pretty sure that game, it feels like that game has MMR decay. I've been putting like very like low MMR lobbies, And don't get me wrong, I'm not very good at Siege, but like, I I don't know. I still have like a decent amount of hours in it. I just have never really cared about like, you know, rank composition or anything like that. I just have okay map knowledge on the ones that I remember. And also, I just play the operators that I like. But it's made me realize like, wow, sometimes the obvious play really is just like the way to go. Sometimes the play is just to go to site and then plant, and then people don't really know what to do. And it kind of applies to hunt too. Sometimes the obvious play is just to like, you know, just see where they are and just shoot them in the head. There's obviously sometimes easier said than done. But a good example would be like if you watched my somewhat recent like Lamat Carbine video. I really like referencing this fight because I think it's a very funny fight. Not in the sense of like anything stupid happening, but just in the sense of like I was fighting this solo at Salter's Pork who was just going for like wallbang after wallbang after wallbang, and the plays that the kills that I got on him, he did not get a single kill on me. It was like a good like 5-minute fight. He hit me a good like I don't know, like 4 or 5 times through the wall. The kills that I got on him were just like holding an angle after seeing him peek it and like jump it and be like, oh, he's gonna peek again, clearly. This is just this type of player. And he did. He peeked it very aggressively and died for it. And then like never peeked me ever again. Until the very end, where I went for a very obvious play, like ran up on the metal roof and was just like clomp, clomp, clomp to like a very obvious angle I knew he was like near, and blasted him with a Lamette. And he, you know, he expected me to go for it. He just didn't expect the Lamette. And that was the obvious play. Just run up and shotgun the guy. Right? I don't know. Like the obvious plays, I feel like work if you have some sort of element of surprise. And I feel like the obvious plays work better if you realize that the person that you're fighting is like overthinking. Again, this person like was never peeking me. They were just going exclusively for like wall bangs. It was annoying, I'll be honest. But they were like overthinking it. They were thinking that I was playing the same way that they were. Seemed like at least. And all of that just to get ran up on by a Lamette. Have shotgun die. Checkmate. I mean, like, that is kind of just the beauty of the Lamette, too, is that people don't really know that you have it. Unless you're obviously shooting it quite a bit or you get a kill with it, but you can just have a Lamette in your back pocket to complement your rifle. And then if someone gets too close, someone's feeling themselves a little too much, like, oh, this person just has like a Vetterli. This person just shot like the last shot of their sparks. Cool. Get after them, and then just boop, and then they're gone. I love the Lamette for that. That's so good. I think the Lamette, okay, hang on. Here's a take. I want to know what chat thinks about this take. I would argue that the Lamette with buckshot will get you more kills than fanning. I would argue it's better than fanning overall. How do we feel about that? Just fanning in general, not specifically on the Lamette, just in general. Because you have to think too, like, sure, fanning has potential to get you more kills because, again, you're shooting, or you can, like, time your fans. You don't have to blast, you have to dump all of your chamber. But it also costs 8 trait points, and it's RNG dependent. Yeah, not old Lamat shotgun. The Lamat shotgun in its current form. God, if it was the old Lamat shotgun, you would not catch me using that thing, like, ever. I'd rather be caught dead than using that. Old Lamat shotgun sucked. But with the changes that shotguns got in 2.0 and the buffs that the Lamat family has received, there's like one big like widespread buff. Sometime like around Tide of Desolation, I can't remember which, but somewhere around there. I think the Lamat shotgun is infinitely better than fanning. It's more reliable at least. Okay. I think they're like in here. Owie. I got 2 tapped. Oh god, we're fighting the long ammo gamers. Oh, you shot already, hee. Long ammo has arrived at the compound, okay. Duly noted. Is there anyone even, like, is this a different team? What's going on here? Is it up here? Hey, cool. Nice long ammo. That's awesome. There goes my head. Goodbye. Say the Lamat shotgun's pretty good in comparison to almost every pistol with fanning, but I really think the standard conversion pistol is more consistent, a bit further range. Yeah, I mean the standard conversion pistol I think is absolutely like the gold standard for fanning, but I don't know. I think it's like it still costs a lot. 8 trait points is quite a bit to be pulling on a free hunter. I mean, I guess you have 10 trait points now, but that doesn't really leave you with a ton for like utility. Like I guess assuming I'm not playing solo, you could technically do like fanning and then dauntless and then like determination, but I don't know. Did take a break for a bit as long ammo still the best ammo overall? I would say yes. I would still say if you really want to sweat, you take long ammo. I think some people maybe argue like, oh, we're in like I hear some people say we're in like a spam meta. I do think that the overall fire rate of like weapons in general has gone up over time. But like, I don't think we're in a spam meta. Dual wielding kind of sucks. Sure, levering got buffed, but levering's also way more expensive now. Went up from 4 to 7 points, which kind of sucks for like the terminus, but that's, I don't know, it is what it is. And then like, maybe you could argue like the cyclone being buffed, but I don't know. I don't think we're in a spam meta at all. I think it's just people complaining because they died to like levering one too many times. It is definitely more popular, but it's still not a weapon that you see too often. It did also catch like a nerf this. It did catch a nerf this update too. It has a little bit more recoil now, which honestly is probably a good thing. Like, unless you were using it with something that increases the recoil, like high velocity or FMJ, it really didn't have like any recoil. It felt like just a better officer carbine, just with lower capacity, but you also had like more damage and better range. Oh, maybe I'll run the Cyclone next week. I was gonna run like the Obrez Sharp Eye, but like, does anyone care? Does anyone like actually give a shit about the Obrez Sharp Eye? Like, or just the Obrez match in general? What does it offer? Why is it here? Muzu does? Okay. Explain to me, Muzu. Why do you like the Obrez Sharp Eye? Put a scope on it? It's a new weapon entirely. It's like an Obrez with a stock and an extended barrel. It just looks like a cute Mosin. It makes me angry. Okay. Fair enough. I'm gonna be doing a stream with Muzu next week at some point, and I have a feeling that she's probably just gonna be using a bunch of shit that makes me upset. First game, you're gonna bust out like a Crown and King, gunrunner it with like with a Mosin or something. It's an Altos. But yeah, from like an objective standpoint, like I genuinely don't know what Crytek was cooking with the Obrez match. It's just worse than the Berthier in every way except for capacity, and even then it's not that much better. It's 5 shots instead of 3. Both of them reload pretty quickly anyways, so like, just, I don't know what they were going for. Speaking of fanning. Pew pew pew. £100 game with a Mosin Spitzer? Awesome. Deep Mosin? I guess, but if you're a Mosin enjoyer, if the Mosin's like your favorite gun in the game, I assume that you probably have the money to buy it repeatedly? Like $600? So like, I don't know. I think the people who say the Mosin's their favorite weapon are, again, the people who are sitting on like hundreds of thousands of $100 and have the money to just go ahead and buy like a regular Mosin. Full hand crossbow with decoys. That could be fun. Bring a hand crossbow with decoys and like a silent weapon with subsonic and just really try and confuse people as to where you're shooting from. Crows in the compound? Maybe they came up from Ironworks? Bundle, explodey bolts. Yeah, there's nothing I want up here. They were. Boom. They care? They didn't care. Well, there's one still in the compound. I should go push them. Where you at, friend? For a cute snipe, it would have been really funny if it hit the head. Pretty sure this person's still out here. Oh yeah, they are. They're around. And I guess inside there. Maybe with a shotgun? Hard to say. We're getting past your shot, Deadeye. That's what I've been saying. That's what I want. Well, if they are in there, they're not moving. Ow. Okay. Ow. Is he up on the roof? There's one. I don't know if there's another one in the tower or not. I don't think there was. Your friends, Pappy. Did they leave you? Did they abandon you? Are you a solo? Can't imagine he's a solo. Roof, I see. He died from that. Damn, upper cute. Okay. They're not getting close, so like I can just wait here until I hear them push. Hi, Pop-Tart. Hi, Pop-Tart. I need you not at my feet right now. Yes, hi. Still up there? I don't think so. Ow, no, Pop-Tart, ow. Don't try and claw me right now. Hi. I'll give you attention in a second, okay? Mummy's killing people. Tell her to go for the eyes. Yes, hi. Okay, come here. Come here. Come here, you little creature. Hi. I know you just woke up from a nap and you want love. Wanna say hi to Twitch chat? No, she does not. Alright, I'm gonna put you down now. Play video games. This person just not gonna do anything? Like... They care? There they are. Drilling guy's still up though. Think. Oh, I couldn't dauntless it. I tried to so hard. Fuck. 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 God damn it. How much health? He was burning for quite a while. How much time did he how much health did he have left? Damn, I'm not burning. It must have been an arm shot then. Ah, that's annoying. Yeah, I hit him in the arm for barely a big bar. Well, that's a shame. Live by the upper cute, die by the upper cute, I guess. Okay, Pop-Tart, come here. Want actual love? I'm gonna grab her 1 sec. Hello, my baby. Hey, Twitch chat. Yes, you do. You do want to say hi to Twitch chat. Kiss, kiss, kiss. No. No. I think she's a little bit nervous of the microphone because one time I held her up to it and it like gave her a little static shock. I gave her just a tiny little static shock and she didn't really like it very much. Kiss? No? Okay, you want to be with me. I'll let you go. Wait for the next update to add long ammo bleed. I don't think they will, but that would suck if they did. Oh my god. Can't we get a meow? She doesn't want a meow right now. I'm sorry. Brick is the sound of long ammo bleed. That brick is the sound of what I'm going to do to Crytek HQ if they add long ammo bleed to the game. Like, there is no conceivable way that like long ammo bleed would be fun, regardless of how you try and slice it. Any gun that you try and put long ammo bleed on would not be fun. Because if it's, you know, a bolt action, cool. It's just gonna be like the Centennial, but worse. Not like worse, but like it's going to be even less fun to play against than Centennial with Doom Doom. You put it on one of the single shots, cool. You have effectively just made like the main art iron sights, or again with the sparks, like an insta kill weapon. There is no conceivable way to make it fun. Is your cat / eldritch creature? She is good. She is gross though. The other day she drank water too fast. She drank water way too fast, threw it up in the hallway. It was just like water and a little bit of stomach bile. And then she started playing in it before I could fucking like take her away from it. She was like splashing in it and like batting at it with her paws. And I go grab her, rinse her fucking fingies under the sink. Didn't want her like leaving vomit paw prints everywhere. She's just gross. She's just a little fucking freak who loves anything gross. She loves to go to the drain of the bathtub and try and pull out clumps of hair from it. Like we have to be very, very good about cleaning out our bathroom drain because not only does it clog the hair or clog it because like Gabby and I both have very long hair, but otherwise Pop Tart will take it and play with it and like bring these globs of like wet, disgusting hair and like drop them on our fucking pillows and play with them. She is a little gross, nasty rat creature. She'll try and like eat like dust bunnies that she finds like under the furniture too. There's a bookcase in our bedroom. She will reach under the bookcase, grab a fistful of dust bunnies, and eat them. And I have to like pull them out of her throat because she's like not choking on them, but she's like gagging on them. I have to like pull them out of her throat like a fucking disgusting wet spaghetti noodle. Except it's dust bunnies and saliva. Pop-Tart is such a gross little kitty cat. I help, I have no idea what happened to throat her. Basically, like, don't get me wrong, I love her to death and she is my beloved baby angel, but she is a very gross beloved baby angel. So basically needs like, not constant supervision, but she needs lots of supervision, otherwise she'll, again, do stuff like that. If Gabby and I weren't around to care for Pop-Tart and watch out for her, stop her from doing all that stuff to herself, she would be, like, dead in a week because she, like, ate a dust bunny and it got stuck. She's not the smartest. She has an affinity for gross things. Very gross things. I'll go up to Gasworks and I'll go take a peek over here and see where the other bounty is. She has a hunger for grind. That is one way to put it. Excuse me. Well, I would not be rewarded that well, but gator legs, you shouldn't have. The cat likes to chew on electrical cables, so does Pop-Tart. She likes to play with the wires that are behind Gabby's computer. Specifically Gabby's computer, though. It's never mine, which is a good thing, because I don't want her to, but... Oh my goodness. Hey, my everything's working. Yay. Honey Bun Hivel. Thank you for the raid, I appreciate it. Breakfast raid. Breakfast raid. Like, 8 in the evening for me. Yeah, welcome everyone. Honey Bun, hope you had a good stream. Don't know if you're playing Hunt or not, but if you were, then I hope you're having some good games. Has been a fan of yours for so long. Oh, thank you. I really appreciate it. Thank you for the raid. Did you hunt what we usually do? Nice. Well, what did you play instead? Something hopefully a little bit more relaxing. We're gonna have neighbors here. Let's go Montero's and see what's happening here. Usually have a larger raid in this, but here's my leftovers for the night. No worries. That is okay. Any raid is appreciated. And not relaxing at all, we were playing Ready or Not. Ooh. I've been considering like looking at Ready or Not next time it goes on sale. It looks like it'd be a fun one. I don't want to play it with like Gabby and some of our other friends. I feel like Gabby would just be like... Oh, that's a good question then. Do I want to give Gabby the ability to like pepper spray me and tase me? Probably not. It seems like a pretty fun game. Really long range. Yeah, I was gonna go Monteros. Whoops. Super tactical though, really hard. I mean, I do love me my tac shooters. Tac shooters are like where I was born. I was born on the Rainbow Six Siege streets. At least until Hunt. Oh, it's here. We do have neighbors. Hooray. Let's go deal spider then. Spider. Did you see the marathon stuff? I saw a little bit. I had work today and like immediately got home and started streaming. I watched the trailer without sound, but I'm interested to see what it is because yeah, this will be like our first. It'll be like the first like AAA studio. Will it be a AAA studio? I think they are. Yeah. First AAA studio, I think Destiny, duh. First, like, proper AAA studio extraction shooter. Obviously, thematically quite a bit different from Hunt, but I don't know. It still looks interesting, I guess. I don't really know much about it. I just know that Bungie's making it, and it's, like, very sci-fi. The like, art style for it so far looks amazing. Obviously, art style is not indicative of gameplay, so... About to proceed 100 today, so happy. Nice, congratulations. Enjoy that fancy Mosin skin. We're going lore heavy, it seems. Yeah, it seems like from what I've read in like comments and whatnot, people who've like actually had a chance to play the game already said that even like in the early builds of the game, there's like a lot of environmental storytelling and like... excuse me. There's a lot of environmental storytelling and stuff like that, which is pretty interesting. Because the whole thing is like, aren't you fighting in like an not an abandoned city, but like a city that's been like sort of lost over the ages, and you're trying to find like why it was abandoned, why it got destroyed or something. I remember. I've seen, again, I was looking at like Twitter posts about it and some comments, but I didn't really have time to like watch anything or go too in depth about it. And all that stuff of being on a live service game makes me worried how good it can be for the story and lore. I mean, I don't know, there's plenty of live service games that pull it off well, even if it's just like, even if the lore isn't the forefront of things. You can still have interesting lore and be a good like story-based game, or not, be a live service game. I think Destiny's even like a good example of that. I know a lot of people who really like the Destiny lore. Destiny's a live service game, right? It'll be interesting. For all the Marathon fans who loved it as a story-based single-player game. Wasn't it, like, always going to be an extraction shooter, though? Maybe not always, but I feel like since I've known about it, which has been, like, well over, like, a couple years now, I think. It was the first one. Oh. Armor that I'm hearing, or is that someone stepping? I don't think that's an armored. That's definitely people. tons of people. Oh my goodness. Across the way. Sounds like a silent Betterly, maybe? That felt cool. That felt really cool. That was a stylish finish to that. Oh, Spitzer, baby. Spitzer on the baby. God, I love Douglas. Subsonic though, I respect Subsonic. They chillin'? No, they're like on their way, kind of? No, they're still chilling up there. What are they doing? Guess we can go take a peek. My jaw literally dropped. Okay. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Righty. How many people? Just two? Guess let's head in there. Not really missing any meds or anything. Can't tell if there's like 2 or 3. I'm gonna try and go around this side of the compound. It's just like a 1v1? What's going on here? I had a pistol. And like one can only assume. It's a rival. What? Oh, you're kidding me. Oh, harpoons almost killed me there. Thank God he was reloading. Okay, what's going on here? You might be solo. I don't know about you. You're making me wonder here. I'll watch you real quick. That was not a headshot. He was hurt from everyone else. someone dead over there? Can't tell. Maybe not. I only ever saw like 2 people up at a time though. I feel like someone had to have been solo. Might have been this guy. This person was playing like a solo. But he also had a bounty. No, there was a bounty trade. I'm gonna guess these 2 are together and this person was solo. Probably died once already, just given how much I was hearing in there, but... It looked like he was breathing a sigh of relief when you came around. Yeah, pretty much. That's why I wanted to try and get him there. Yeah, he was hurt from the dynamite, that's why the uppercut got him. Okay. Guess I might as well just go ahead and... This will get both of them. Guess it will. Any other bodies around? There is. 2 of them, actually. How many people were here? Seems like it was a pretty long fight, too, because the bounty picked up well before or banished well before I got here. I have not left, so... Okay, well... that just happened. I guess let's get out of here then. I'll head up green, why not? Make a stop by green, then get out of here. I'd hit up that one too. I don't know, there wasn't a cash register there. No point. Actually, I wonder if there's stuff in the vault at Montero's. I don't want to go check now. I think this might be the last one for the night anyways. Coming up on 2 hours. And I think I have more than enough footage for a video now, so... Let me just take like a nice little stroll. End it on a good note. Oh, I'm in your tube. Hey Train, how's it going? Maybe we'll do one more, I'm not sure. Behind Blademancer. I feel like I don't really need it with the crossbow though, or fuck the crossbow. The heavy crossbow, the harpoons. Like I'm not shooting these things fast enough that I feel like I'm ever running out. Do you have anything in here? Experience boon, sure. You can grab that. We cannot put Dragon's Breath on the bombmans from these? Damn, okay. Yeah, I'll be honest, I just have not been taking like the event traits. I don't like Gunrunner, I'm never gonna bring it, because I just hate it. Blademancer is fine, but I feel like I don't need it. I'm not really big on running throwing. I haven't been big on running like throwing weapons lately. I much prefer running like a knife or a dusters or something. And Corpse Seer is cool, but I don't know. I just haven't really been using it very much. I think I've bought Corpse Seer maybe like 2 or 3 times, but that's about it. Like, I really just have not been. Buying these event trades. Like, they're good, don't get me wrong. I just don't really have a need for them, I guess. I don't know. I am fine without them, I guess is the best way to put it. I don't feel like they're influential enough to actually, like, warrant me picking them. Body devils. Here. Yeah, not critically needed. I feel like they're not nearly as strong as a lot of other event traits we've had. Again, like Corpse Seer is nice, don't get me wrong. Corpse Seer is also like one of the few traits that has a downside to it. Because you leave, you know, spots on the map. In here. 4 shots. We can the tower's all the way up there. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, Post Malone, the Post Malone event did have a lot of broken traits. Not like we have Crackshot in the game, and honestly, I kind of hope Crackshot never comes back. It was very fun on a select few weapons, and it was funny to see like what you could do with it. But it's kind of like, I feel like we've had our fun with it. We don't need to bring it back. The Nitro, I think, is, the Nitro is... I've ran into a lot of Nitros this event. I don't know what the deal is. It's been mainly just, like, recently, and I think it's because there's been... Crytek gave, like, everyone, like, 12,000 hunt dollars with some codes you could redeem. So I think people are just like, oh my god, I'm rich, I can run fucking Nitro Shredder and Dolch, oh my goodness. Because that used to happen when, when they first introduced the supply drop parts of Twitch drops. They were incredibly broken. They would give you so many hunt dollars. You could earn like 4 in a day. You would get like several thousand hunt dollars a day. Plus it was, because of the way they work, at least back then, I think they still work the same. You get a pistol, a rifle, a shotgun, and a special weapon. And because the Dolch and the Nitro are both considered special weapons, and the only other alternatives are like the crossbows and the bow and the bomb lance, it wasn't too out of the realm of possibilities to get yourself a fucking, you know, just to pull a Nitro or a Dolch and then sell that and get even more stuff. It was kind of a nightmare, but it was also really funny because you would see people running the Dolch a lot. But because the Dolch is like so expensive, because people don't really play it that often, people don't really like know how to use the Dolch, at least back in like 4 stars, which is when I was playing around when this happened. People didn't really know how to use the Dolch. You get a bunch of people who just like spam it and like, you know, the recoil would just shoot them up to the sky. And then you could just like 2-tap them with like an officer or like a Pax or something. It was very funny. Oh, I got the minion, buddy. Springfield Marksman, sure. Okay. Am I making good progress? Oh, I'm on the literal last page. Okay, cool. Not bad. I will definitely clear this then. I don't know if I'll be able to get this one, assuming this is still like the 15,000, but it's kind of a shame. I do really want to get this one because this is a cool charm lore-wise, with the Daughter of Decay. Anyone read the Tide of Desolation things? Lore bits? When we had lore bits, rest in peace. Basically, the Daughter of Decay, like, her family died. That's her lore. She buried them, and then their bodies were fertilizer for her crops so she could live. And then eventually she made it to the land of the dead, found her family as like statues, and like basically made peace with them, was able to like reconcile and apologize for like, not, I mean, she didn't kill them, but like, again, she kind of just like made peace with her demons, and it was very, very cool to see. Anyways, we'll do one more. One more and then we'll call it. I guess I should probably get rates too. That would probably be a good idea. Doctor, we'll take Surefoot, Pack Mule, then you. Could take Vulture. I kind of don't really need money though. There's so many trait points. Serpent's fun, and I guess we'll take Vulture and then leave one slot open for, one slot open for if I find like Death Cheat or something. Give me more lore on the Prodigal Twins. Are they actually twins? Or is it just because they're like brother-sister? Sightseer, I'm good, thank you. I'll be fine. Wish there was more gameplay and story integration somehow. Yeah, I'm a little bit sad. Like, they're obviously trying to do some lore stuff with, like, you know, the welders and the witches and last event with Post Malone and, like, the Helio Stone. Like, what the fuck was that? But, like, I feel like outside of specific hunter, like, bios that we get for DLC and whatnot, we don't really get much. Which does make me sad. I think it's just because, like, again, the lore for Hunt is very cool. I just wish that it was presented in a way that isn't the fucking like weapon books. Because the weapon books tell like a lot of the baseline story and the world building for Hunt. But it's presented in such a fucking terrible way because part of this story is told through like, you know, the machete, and then the other part of it's told through the crowning king, and then another bit of it's told through like the martini deadeye, but like not the other martini variants. It's such a like non-user friendly way that is presented, and it makes me a little bit upset because I think Hunt, like, if the lore was presented more clearly and concisely, people would care about it a lot more. But people don't really. And it feels like ever since Tide of Desolation, I don't know if we've had like an actual like main antagonist or anything, because Mr. Sherry like basically disappeared, died. Oh god, that's a crowning king. Put that on pause. Crowning king. Jesus Christ. Okay, we're good. Fuck you and your crowning king. Stinky. I also totally accidentally alt-tabbed, so let me pull chat back up. There we go. Oh. No. There we go. Okay, woo. Two crowning kings? I don't think there were, was there? Oh my god, there was. What the fuck is this loadout? What are you cooking? Who let you cook? That other girl die somewhere in here. Okay, very respectable loadout on her. Okay. Neat. Oh god, it's right at block. I would like to find a lantern to burn these nerds, because I feel like people will probably come over here and maybe take those crowning kings. Kind of want to take them out of the world. I don't really want to spend my flare gun shots, though. I have a chaos bomb? Awesome. Cool, thank you, video game. Lantern? Anywhere? I mean, people probably aren't going to come all the way up here. Did I even take the clue? No, I didn't. Let me take the clue first. There's a lantern, okay. Burn them. Excuse me. Let's see where this is. Down south, okay. I'll just go to wall. Any reason for flare gun over fusees? I just like the skin. I think it's cool. Like, there's like a candle lit and melted on it. It's also nicer just for like doing things longer range. You get a bit more range with it, which is kind of nice. Alright, so I hope they're not like sitting up on the roof waiting for me. That might be the one thing that could stop me here. YouTube chat super buggy, so I'm here now. That is okay. Thank you, train. Well, like I said, the one thing that could stop me. Were they in the little spot? Nope, she was on the balcony. Okay, well, that's a shame. She insta-burned me from that far away. Okay. Fuck you. You a solo? Oh, you're in a trio? Bleh. Anyways, that's fine. We took the Crowning Kings off the board, it's whatever. But yeah, I think I'm gonna go ahead and call it here. Oh my god, Entity, thanks for rolling up. I'm sorry you showed up right at the very end, but yeah, I'm gonna call it here. Hit our almost 2 hours, but more or less. We have more than enough footage for a video here, so yippee! Anyways, thank you to everyone for coming out today. I really, really appreciate it. But if you want to check out the other stuff that I do, there's links down below, all my different things. You can check out my art, you can check out my other things that I do. But yeah, that's all I really got to say. Thank you a ton. I don't really know what I'm going to run next week, but I will be doing a collaboration with Muzunomi, if she's in the chat here. If I pronounced that correctly. I just call her Muzu, but yeah, be doing some fun. Good old VorTuber. Yep. Don't ask me how we became friends. She was a fan of me before, okay? Yeah, feel fear. Anyone who misbehaves in chat, I will send you directly over to Muzu, and you will get eaten. Anyways, thank you all a ton for coming out. Love you a bunch, and I will see you all next week for Definitely Not Vor. Bye-bye!